will fight on. Powerful, and it's become my mantra. And for so many reasons, it is my life story. It's not who I am, but it has created so much of what I am as a person and who I can share with you today. Let me go back a little bit on who I am and how that all started out. Fresh-faced little pageant girl in Warner Robins, Georgia. I thought I could take on the world. I wanted to take on the world. What was stopping me? And, you know, at the time, I was winning pageants, getting great scholarship money, even able to change the face of politics, addressing the House and the Senate, and making a name for myself, and really, truly feeling like I was going to shine. Then I realized that at the heart of it all was the simple fact that whether you're trying to change politics or trying to make beautiful dresses or trying to save the penguins, it all begins with kindness and putting that out into the world on a daily basis. Over the years, I grew up, a few more wrinkles, and realized that this was something that I really, really wanted to strive to share in my life. In 2007, a coworker of mine lost her mother to breast cancer. We were young. We were terrified, and we had never been hit with it with somebody so young, because cancer was our grandparents' disease, right? It was something that our grandparents passed away from, or some older person, and this time it hit home. So we set up a Team Pink group, coworkers, and went out to conquer the world once again and support our coworker who had lost her mom. Of course, I have to, I'm a volunteer. My family are voluntold, as they say. And my husband and my daughter have been with me throughout all of these fundraisers through Team Pink, supporting this coworker as it started out. But then the group truly grew. My family grew. My child is getting older. And it's amazing how this small group of coworkers turned into an ever-growing and ever-changing and evolving group. And then there's Gigi, a neighbor. Another reminder, not only was it my coworker's mom now, but my neighbor Gigi that I was pregnant with was diagnosed with colon cancer. She was in her 30s. That's not supposed to happen. Gigi radiated light and goodness and everything that you just want to be around somebody, that you're attracted to that person and their personality and their faith, and you want to be a part of their life. And unfortunately, Gigi lost her battle with cancer. But I found a wonderful organization that would honor Gigi and her legacy and create a pink fire truck, pink as in the color that we're all wrapped in as women when we're born, and honor Gigi and drive around and carry over 40,000 signatures in Gigi's honor. Seeing that truck on pictures was amazing, knowing that that was the little thing that I could do for my friend and neighbor who had lost her battle. But then I was on a mission. Again, this girl who wants to take on the world, I wasn't done yet. All those girls from Team Pink, we created fundraiser after fundraiser after fundraiser. My husband was totally loving me because, you know, I was constantly working on another project. But, you know, life's too short to sit on our idols when we see that we can do something to make a change, right? So this is what we could do to stop cancer, even if it's a nighttime party with a bunch of crazy girls, whatever it took to get people's attention. We did golf tournaments, from everything from angel flight, in any way possible to get people excited. We had music festivals. My last event in Georgia was for Team Pink, and it was Town Center Goes Pink in Kanazawa, Georgia. Had 11 different bands, and actually had a friend of mine, Colby D, come out and perform for us. Colby D was the one that you just heard singing. This was the last time I saw Colby D in Georgia. I was raising funds for everyone else that had battled, honoring, trying to do my part and honoring all those memories out there, because those were lives and moms and daughters and cousins and friends that needed to be honored. So when we moved up here to Fredericksburg, it's a wonderful place, let me say that. But this Georgia girl was far from home. I was out of my element completely. You know, wanted to still stick with my roots and help with Pink Hills and Guardians of the Ribbon and those lovely pink fire trucks. So even when they came to DC, I tried to volunteer. And then reality struck. The girl who had been advocating for awareness and standing up for these other people was new in this new town, and welcome to Fredericksburg. Here's some breast cancer for you. It was eye-opening. There was so many things that I thought that I knew as an advocate, that until you live in the household with somebody going through it, I had no clue. I truly didn't have a clue of what it was like to live with that day in and day out. And I was terrified. But I was going to handle it with style. Love the socks. Those were my Team Pink socks for races. And wanted to just go into it with a positive attitude, because I realized that keeping a smile on my face, having that faith, and having that positive spirit was going to conquer any cancer or anything that life had thrown my way. I knew that all of those years of advocating for other people had prepared my family as best as possible for hearing those words, "You have invasive breast cancer." So this was what chemo did. I will never look at a bad hair day the same again. But you know what? I used to hate that phrase. Have you heard, "It is what it is"? I used to hate that with a passion. I thought, if you don't like what it is, change it. Well, sometimes when cancer enters your world, diabetes, depression, whatever it may be that's facing you, sometimes it truly is what it is. But the whole point is, you gotta rock whatever that is, right? So with the support of my amazing family, we kept moving forward. New place, new haircut for my husband and I, and a new outlook on life. Remembering that even walking outside, chemo makes you not sleep with all those lovely steroids. So, but walking outside, I've never experienced the joy that I had. I don't even know if my husband knows this, because I tried not to disturb him. But going outside on the front porch at 3 a.m. when I was not able to sleep, and feeling the way that the wind blew and the stars would shine above, and how clear the moon was that night. I had never really looked at life from that perspective. Life was fast. I was busy taking everybody else, taking care of everyone else and trying to rescue everyone else. And I had never taken that stop and smell the roses approach. This will do it to you for your entire family. It was amazing. That last shot was actually taken at a race. And next thing I know, my family is now the face of Komen Global, and then we've had people from South Georgia even tell us that our picture was used to promote cancer awareness. What a cool thing. This girl who wanted to be an advocate but was pretty much clueless is now realizing that this, obstacle that's been put in my way can be actually not an obstacle, but a stepping stone to where I wanted to be, to helping others, to sharing with others what I was actually going through. Colby D, who wrote the song for me whenever I was diagnosed, she wrote the song with her advocate, or her mentor, Travis Dow. Ironically, the week that it hit iTunes, Travis was also diagnosed with lymphoma. But it's given us a chance to share. Colby D was actually able to perform 2 years in a row my song, I Will Fight On, and sing not only for me, but in honor of Travis, who was then battling, in front of 50,000 people. No better way that I could have ever expected to share my awareness piece, my love, and that kindness than through music. It was so powerful and so moving, and it's so neat to be a part of it all. I got to meet so many really cool people. Nancy Brinker, who was Susan G. Komen's sister, Gabrielle Union, anybody fight? Vander Holyfield. No matter where we went, we just try to share awareness. And it wasn't just about breast cancer, because what I'm learning throughout this whole process is cancer's cancer. Cancer sucks. It doesn't discriminate. It doesn't care who we are or how old we are or where we come from. But it certainly brings people together. That Team Pink that started off just a few people, it was amazing whenever I drove home that May to see the love and support that I got, but to share that same love and support with other survivors. I also got to be a part of a really cool book, Breast Cancer Portraits, and to share just little things that I learned throughout the process in that book as well. Again, going back to Cancer is Cancer, one of the families that had really inspired us and been there for us, even made Georgia Bulldog dresses for my daughter when I was seriously homesick, was the Reniger and Blaine families. Miss Reniger was a teacher, Grafton Village Elementary, and her daughter, Carly, she actually wove hats for me to cover my bald head whenever I was going through chemo. We had no idea of the ripples that we were creating from the kindness that they shared with me, and turned out that shortly thereafter, Carly's daughter, Ellie, was then diagnosed with pediatric cancer. Cancer is cancer, but pediatric cancer, to me, tops everything. For a child to go through that was amazing, and to share that experience with my family and to make my daughters realize how lucky and blessed we are to be able to share our journey and to make Ellie smile when we could. Ellie lost her battle the Sunday before this past Christmas. But we realized Ellie loved lights. Who doesn't like to shine? But this family made me realize that you don't shine so that others can see you. You shine so that through you, others see him. So at her visitation, a group of us, some actually, 2 of them work here at the school. Some of my husband's co-workers, mean burly guys that you never think of, were standing out in the cold and kept luminaries, hundreds and hundreds of luminaries lit for that family, so that when they rounded that corner to go say goodbye to their child, this is what they would find. And it made me realize that it didn't need to stop there. So we created Ellie's Elves, just constantly pushing along, trying to realize that it goes well beyond our reach. For one person, we can, gravitate and pull in a whole bunch of people who think like us, who care and show that kindness and want to make that difference. We're doing even little things like gathering toys for young ones. So yeah, they put me on a sign for Mary Washington Hospital. But again, it was another way for me to be able to share my experience and share my journey with others. But I knew in my heart that the biggest way that I wanted to do that was to bring all the different forms of cancer together. Cancer is cancer, and it all is terrible. So I created the Pink Kills Color Rush. It's a 5K, 1 mile fun run. Happens every September. You're all expected to be there this upcoming September. I will remember your faces. And it's really amazing because every color that we throw represents a different form of cancer ribbon, different form of awareness. And we run through this course and wear each other's battle colors. And you come out realizing we're all one. We're all against cancer. We're all on the same team. My big takeaway, amongst a lot of other things, is my challenge to you. What kind of ripples are you sending out in the world? Take that little small pebble that you think that you can do, that small act of kindness that you might think means absolutely nothing to anyone, whether it's making a hat for a cold head, saving animals' lives, giving somebody a compliment on their cute shoes to a stranger as they're walking down the road. You never know what ripples that's going to create. I am proud to say that sorry, I'm going to tear up. That through all my craziness and all my projects and all my attempts at saving the world, and through my own personal battle with cancer and my own journey, I love that I grabbed this out of my child's folder, and this is her takeaway. If we can leave our legacy out there, whether it's your own child, the child down the street that needs your love and attention, your student that's probably acting up because they need that love and attention, or that random stranger on the street. We all want to make a difference, and we all have a dream. Whatever that dream may be, throw those little stones and those little pebbles, make waves. But one person can truly make a difference, and I know that I will continue to fight on. Thank you.